SEO is an essential discipline for good site visibility, but you must first understand how Google works. How does a search engine like Google work? In order to position yourself correctly in Google results and be visible to as many people as possible, it's important to understand how the search engine works. Without this knowledge of the basics of search, it is impossible to take the right steps to optimize the visibility of your website. This is called SEO, and more precisely, natural or organic SEO. A search engine is a huge list of all the pages published on the internet. There are billions and millions are created every day, if not every hour. Google uses robots that are responsible for crawling all websites around the world. We call this indexing, and it's up to content creators to enable it so that Google can incorporate it into their directory. So how does Google really work, and how do you rank your site in the first place in an app? To master SEO, it is necessary to know the words and phrases that internet users are looking for. Google. Getting started with SEO. When it comes to SEO, it's important to understand what Google indexes, analyzes, and ultimately stores to promote a web page. The crawler collects data to index each page on the site, and the search engine examines the textual content of the pages, such as title, subtitles and text, site code, images, links, keywords. This is where the work of an SEO agency comes in handy. The latter, in fact, works to methodically summarize the indications provided by the Google algorithm to get a good ranking on search engines. SEO work is therefore essential to get interesting results. This paper is mainly based on what internet users are looking for. You need to know the queries that internet users ask on Google in order to appear in the results. When a user enters a search in the Google toolbar, search engine robots are enabled to rank websites based on the words entered by that user. So how does Google organize itself in this millisecond period? How do I insert site pages so that the first or last one appears in the results? In the age of connected objects, such as Alexa or Google Home, we need to think about how to improve voice search. Good SEO practices. Specifically, robots start by studying the different elements to determine the page to be highlighted in the first, second, third position. To do this, respect the relevance of the pages based on the keywords typed in the bar. Then, the robots cross different data to increase the chances of responding perfectly to the user's request. Thanks to huge servers and databases, as well as high-performance processors, Google's algorithms study the relevance of topics covered on the site's pages in record time. And here it is important to work with the rich content, keywords and semantic field of each page on a website. The more backlinks they have, the higher Google's popularity indicator will be. Backlinks are positive elements to attest to the quality of a website. Many other parameters are taken into account, such as the age of the site, the volume of the page, the loading speed of the page, its audience. Therefore, SEO is important, but it is also necessary that web pages do not be too cumbersome with the code for them to appear quickly. Google will never promote a slow site because its robots need to be able to index pages quickly. Finally, traversing all this data allows Google to know the order of priority that will be given to the pages indexed in its files. Also, in this case, the activity of the SEO agency is important to get good results in terms of visibility of a website. In fact, the skills of mastering Google and SEO codes are complex. Therefore, it is interesting to delegate all this to competent professionals. The benefits of SEO to improve your ranking on Google. Once you understand Google's criteria, it's important to implement actions on your site to improve its ranking in search results. In fact, the latter are not fixed. They are constantly evolving. You may get lost, but you need to take steps to improve your results. On the contrary, it is also possible to be in a good position, but not to react and lose your position and fall into Google results. Lastly, it is important to have a constant view of your website to optimize your rankings. It may appear in the first results in 1 week and leave the front page the following week. There are 2 reasons for this. First, Google is changing its criteria. Therefore, the competition is active and uses the same assets. Usually, professionals use an SEO agency to ensure optimal rankings. Behind the idea of good positioning is obviously a good visibility on the web. For this, it is important to implement daily improvements in the SEO area. On YouTube, Google offers tips, especially in English, on how to master good indexing. The SEO specialist can start his activity by auditing several pages of the website to determine the improvements to be implemented. It can work on several points to improve the visibility of the website. This can start by enriching the textual content by creating a blog that will add an editorial note and thus allow you to write long articles. An important criterion for Google. There is the addition of keywords on the pages of the site, as the requests of internet users evolve and it is necessary to monitor the most searched keywords. Building backlinks is essential for your website to be recognized by referral sites. Also, don't forget to insert new links into your existing content, and again, it's important to target referral sites, but not competitors. The technical improvement of your website should be considered. Whether you update the server, or even the embedded scripts, SEO will be even better if you can rely on a fast and secure website.